Hello there, ladies and gentlemen. Moletrap here, coming at you with Game 6 of this match between Team EG and Team Root. Team Root being represented tonight by kiwikaki, or in this match rather, in this game. kiwikaki, the orange Protoss down here on the bottom left. The yellow Protoss up here, StrifeCro, or I don't know why I keep messing things up. It looks yellow on the minimap, even though it looks kind of orange from here. Anyway, the yellow Zerg player in the top right-hand corner is going to be StrifeCro, and we have not seen a ton of games on this map for a while. Very, very interesting to see games on this map. We do have a Zerg versus Protoss. I think it must be that the defending player does pick the map, because I don't think the Protoss would pick this map. The Zerg can just break down these rocks here on the back and put so much pressure with early roaches and what have you. It's really difficult to have this expansion up for the Protoss. I don't know, on the other hand, you can block things off here. It's got a very small choke. It can be okay sometimes. But yeah, the rocks in the back, just too difficult to defend. Anyway, we'll see what happens, though. Oh, by the way, I guess I didn't technically mention the name of this map. This is Blistering Sands, for those of you that don't know. In any case, I'm curious to see what we're going to see out of StrifeCro. Probably on this map, I would say an expansion build, because, well, yeah, well, Zerg always has to expand pretty quickly regardless, but he sees that probe there and he's going to go for a spawning pool first. Actually, yeah, 15 spawning pool, immediately putting down a gas as well. Probe just chilling there, waiting to be annoying. kiwikaki going for a normal build here as well. In any case, yes, Zerg generally wants to expand at some point. They're going to make that second hatchery anyway. You might as well make it at your expansion base. He's going to fight that probe a little bit, try and get its health down so he can get rid of the probe by the time he has enough money for the hatchery, basically. And sometimes they put a pylon down so that the probe can live on and be annoying posthumously. Posthumous annoyance by the probe. In any case, spawning pool pops up. Probably going to see him produce a queen, couple Zerglings. There's the... Nope, no pylon, actually. No pylon. And he's producing Zerglings and Queen instead. What is this drone doing? I guess he's going to go ahead and go scout with the drone. That is kind of interesting. He's going to scout with this drone instead of just letting the Overlord do the work. Not even going to bother trying to put down a hatchery. That's kind of interesting. He's producing some Zerglings. He's got that Queen coming. He's got enough gas for the... Okay, there he goes. Yeah, he's researching the speed upgrade for the Zerglings as well. Anyway, drone's just gonna kind of just scurry right in there and see exactly what's going on. Sees the two gases. Almost Zealot, but not quite. You are a little bit late. You fail. You do not block the scout. And look at that. Drone lives to see. He lets him out too. Not only did he let him in, but he let him out. Gosh, kiwikaki's Zealots are just freaking slackers, man. In any case, StrifeCro finally getting down that expansion base. He's got some Zerglings running around on the map. They're going to start probably taking these watchtowers, trying to hunt down that probe, and just generally be annoying back to kiwikaki. And that's all the Zerglings he wants right now. Now he's droning up. He got a little bit behind on his econ because he was forced to build that pool first. Where'd that Queen go? Where's the Queen? Oh, guys, Queen went all the way down here. Producing another Queen at this hatchery as well. Yeah, he got a little bit behind in his econ because of being forced to build the pool first. But so now he's trying to catch up, get some more stuff in the bank. And trying to catch up in harvesters, up to 20 harvesters to 24 for kiwikaki. In any case, looks like Kiwi's going to try and go for pretty much the same sort of thing. He's just getting his, well, actually, let's see what he does. Yeah, he's producing a couple more gateways, and, never mind, there's the fourth gateway. Fourth gateway is incoming, so it looks like we might see a 4-gate rush after all. He's got a couple sentries. He might produce a few more sentries. If he's going to go for a major 4-gate rush, he probably won't produce a ton of sentries because they want to get a lot of units out pretty quickly. The sentries take a while to build up enough energy to be worthwhile. So 4-gate is actually really good on this map. That's what I was trying to mention, kind of starting to mention earlier, is you can do the same sort of thing. You can actually run in here, attack, and if they defend really well here, you can run over here, break down the rocks, and the Zerg is forced to defend in 2 different locations at once. It's really tricky to pull off. And we're going to see if that's what he's going to do, though. He's got 5 sentries out now. And let's see if he's actually going to go ahead and continue up with those warp gates. If he's going to make an actual push, if he's going to make a 4 warp gate push. Or we did see him last game do an expansion off those 4 warp gates. He got a lot of sentries and some Zealots and put on some pressure. Now, There's actually, yeah, there's 4 more Zerglings being produced, some roaches as well. This could be pretty dangerous for kiwikaki, actually. Yeah, actually, this could be very dangerous. Again, you know, if he loses these sentries to mass speedlings and a couple roaches, he's dead. It's as simple as that. He's just not going to be able to survive the counterattack or the long-term macro game if he loses those sentries right now. So he needs to be very, very careful. He's depending on only 4 zealots and force fields to defend him. Kiwikaki has good force field placement, though, so it might be able to pull off. The spine crawlers are not in this time, though. So, force field's the ramp. He's going to go for it. He's going to try and come in here and go for an attack. He doesn't really have a pylon nearby to reinforce with, so he's just going to go in with these forces alone. Puts down some good force fields. Guardian Shield not going to help against those Zerglings, buddy. And a little bit of lag here. I apologize for the lag on the FPS as the Zerglings are killed off. And the Queen goes down as well. Just not enough Zerglings. Now he's going to fall back and just run away. He may even just force field that choke and then run away. Yeah, force fields that choke. So the roaches can't really pursue very easily. And he's just going to get out of dodge. So get back down. And yeah, that's pretty much what he wants to do at this point is... he's going to be able to get those sentries back home, and that is the important thing. A little bit of a hiccup there. I had to pause for a moment, so I'm not even sure if I just completed that sentence correctly. In any case, roaches are out. Lots of roaches being produced. Burrow is being researched as well. I'm curious what the drone count is. I don't think he's been able to drone up very much. He had only 30 drones right now, so he doesn't have a ton of drones at the moment. I think he did lose a couple drones during that battle. Roaches, and he's been forced to produce a lot of roaches as well. So roaches are going to venture out onto the map, and well, they can't really actually put any pressure on right now. In fact, he probably, yeah, he probably shouldn't be producing any more roaches at the moment. We'll see if he does once he gets some more supply. But you know, he's not going to be able to really attack unless he goes really, really heavy with the roaches. He is getting the speed upgrade for the roaches. That's a good thing to have. But I think he just needs to depend on these spine crawlers and defend, get a few more drones up, and yeah, there we go. 8 drones being produced. Good stuff. Good stuff. In any case, so yeah, he kept all these sentries. So now that means his army in the future is going to be super, super beefy. He's going to have all kinds of force fields. He's going to have, I mean, think about it, 8 sentries times 4 force fields each. That's like 30 something force fields, man. That's like a ton. No, I could do math. I'm just kidding. In any case, and he's going to start filling up his army with more. I guess I kind of use beef in like in both terms, but he's got a really effective army, a really tech heavy army. Oh, force fielding that ramp to keep those roaches there. Oh, burrowing to get out of the way. Observer comes in just in the nick of time. He's going to catch those roaches. He doesn't realize there's an observer there. The roach is taking damage underneath. He needs to unburrow them. He does and attacks. And he's actually targeting down the sentries. Wow, nicely done. There's only the 3 stalkers there doing damage, so he actually takes out a couple, looks like took out, well, we got down here, took out 3 sentries, almost took out a 4th there. Nicely done by StrifeCro, actually. Very, very good move. Researching the +1 weapons upgrade as well. Well, what I was going to say is that he's going to have a ton of force fields, and he's going to start filling up his army with other units like stalkers and zealots. He might want to build, well, at this point, I don't know if he wants to build any more sentries. He still has, what is that, 5 times, he still has 20 force fields in the bank. Still has 20 force fields in the bank, so he's actually going to be pretty good. He doesn't have the 32. Yes, I know it was 32. I know by now some people have left comments saying, oh my god, you can't do math. In any case, whoa, major FPS lag. I'm going to pause and try to clear this up. Alright, I don't know what's going on with that. Sometimes it functions perfectly, and sometimes it lags, and I apologize for that. Anyway, hopefully it'll stay good through the rest of this game. I am looking into getting, I don't have really any money right now, but I'm going to try and get some better equipment, hopefully, on the cheap. I'm going to try and get an SSD hard drive to try and make things a little bit improved as far as the quality goes. Make sure there's no lag or anything like that. Eventually I do. Oh, and here we go. Enough about my equipment. Here we go. The speed is upgraded. The burrowing tunneling claws is upgraded, and these roaches are going to work on these rocks, trying to open up the back. Uh-oh. Kiwikaki's force is coming in there. He might trap him between the destructible rocks in a hard place. Destructible rocks in a hard force field. He gets away, though. sees that coming and gets away with his roaches, so he doesn't take out the rocks, but those rocks are low enough in health that they're going to only take a couple more volleys from those roaches, so it is a worry that kiwikaki is going to have to be concerned about from here on out. Those destructive rocks down to 300 health, down to 250. Roaches, whoa, going the wrong way. He should know that kiwikaki has its force fields don't stop the burrowed roaches from getting away. That was funny, though. Uh-oh, the rocks are down. Roaches running in are faster than kiwikaki's army with the speed upgrade. But they are getting split up a little bit. He's going straight for the probes. Kiwikaki losing a lot of probes here. Has to run the rest away. He's got to be careful, though. He might lose all these roaches. The army taking the long way around the bottom for some reason. And look at this. The roaches are retreating down kiwikaki's main ramp into his natural expansion, going for more probes. Probes don't have anywhere to run right now. He might even target down the Nexus. That choke point slowing down kiwikaki's army from defending his own expansion. Tons and tons of probes being killed off. And this is just, whoa, whoa, mouse going crazy. My mouse is like so astonished by the amount of damage that was done just there that it started flipping out and going to random parts of my screen. More roaches heading up towards the top here. This is actually going to be really bad. Kiwikaki might lose even more probes up here. He has to have 3 cannons. Actually, this is pretty well defended with those 3 cannons and a handful of stalkers there as well. He's actually in pretty good shape over here. And StrifeCro is going to fall back just with some damage on his roaches there. Burrowing to get away. And partly that's because look at how fast this thing goes up. 130, 140, 145. Okay, it doesn't go up any higher than that. Oh, man. These roaches, yeah, he keeps burrowing them to try and get them away in secret, but there's observers everywhere. I guess, I mean, if he was able to catch a moment where kiwikaki didn't have an observer with his army, then it would be effective to do that, and they heal up as they move away. But kiwikaki consistently is keeping observers with his army. It looks like he actually was one here, just positioned out on the map, and another one following his army. So that's a pretty good move there. In any case. Yeah, so kiwikaki with the high yield, though. StrifeCro also with the high yield, not fully droned up yet. Looks like he is producing some more drones to get that thing saturated. More roaches coming in here. This might not be enough to deal with this location. More stalkers are there than were there last time. He's going to move in, try and take out the cannons. He's moving and attacking, moving and attacking. Stalkers are a little bit too overwhelmed. They're falling back. He's trying to wait for his main army to come in from behind here. And these roaches might get sandwiched and owned by massive amounts of stalkers, and oh my goodness, just an absolute slaughter. Those roaches just get completely obliterated. They're the probes just don't even care that they're just floating their little probe robot bodies over the carcasses of tons of roaches. Look, they just sink right in there. It must be like quicksand. It's a good thing these probes can float, because that is quicksand right there. Apparently someday, thousands of years from now, they're gonna dig up roach skeletons in that tar pits, and it'll be a tourist attraction in Southern California. Couple roaches snuck out, stayed in the back there. He's gonna come in here and make another attack at this new line of defenses, but the main army of kiwikaki is there to meet it. And I feel like StrifeCro is being a little bit reckless with some of these attacks. He's throwing in attacks with a good chunk of roaches, but not a killing blow chunk of roaches. You know, he needs to get a bigger force if he's going to engage the main army that way. And he was, for a while, doing a really good job of not engaging the main army, attacking here, running up, killing off probes here, etc. And yeah, but, ouch. Oh, he has not been droning up at all this whole time. That's partly why what's going on. Kiwikaki looks like he might be going for the kill. What happened to his Colossi are a little bit out of position. That might be a little bit dangerous. If he sees it, drones are running away from this high-yield expansion. It is going to get popped. Counterattacking with his own roaches down here. There's a few cannons there, but it's not going to be enough, but he may be able to warp in enough stalkers to actually deal with this. In the meantime, third base completely obliterated, and he is just going to go for the counterattack. Going to build a hatchery up here, actually, going in with all of his roaches to take out this high yield, but he needs to be more worried about his natural expansion. He cannot base trade right now. The base trade is going to go in kiwikaki's favor at this point in time. Protoss is a lot easier to defend that kind of thing, especially because he's got this choke point right here. Much more heavily defended. Colossi going in, Guardian Shield going down, nice move. Although there's no more roaches left to do anything about it. Force field blocking those drones from getting away. Thermal Lance, Colossi destroying all of them. Just a giant burning pile of dead drone mush at the bottom. That entire office of drones killed in one fell swoop. The roaches, though, are actually doing a pretty good job. We might see a base trade after all. There's a hatchery building here, the hatchery building at kiwikaki's high yield, And it looks like Kiwikaki's dealt all the damage. He's not going to go for a killing blow. He's not going to try and kill all the buildings. He knows he's killed all of the economy. And if he can just come back here and defeat this army, then he might be able to pull off the win. But it looks like his Nexus is going to go on too. I don't think either of them... somehow they both have harvesters left somewhere. Oh, Kiwikaki has a ton of... Oh my god, he has 50 harvesters in his main there. And the roaches are going to get trapped. Oh, there's an observer there. They're going to be forced to fight. Forced to fight to their deaths, because that is all that the options they have right now with so many stalkers and colossi on both sides. There's GG coming from StrifeCro. Wow, yeah, it's Kiwikaki with just a huge army left. And if we look at the army tab, yeah, look at that. Even though he's supply blocked, 150 supply to 35, 149 to 35. There's just no coming back from that at that point. So... Wow, StrifeCro kind of doing his attacks in fits and starts, never really committed all of his roaches to one attack, and Kiwikaki taking the game to bring it to a game 7. It's gonna come down to an ace match. Kiwikaki is going to be facing off against Axslav, EG Axslav in game 7. A nice Protoss versus Protoss to end off the series. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. Thanks very much for watching.